welcome to another video on the JayBee and Milly channel. It is that time of year again where we take a closer look into our complete Scooby-Doo collection. So let's get into the video. And so we're going to start off with the Funko part of our collection. Ultimately, this may be the most substantial, but where we have some of our kind of prize finds. So this first one is the Fred Funko that we were so fortunate enough to get signed by Freddie Prinze Jr. as part of the GalaxyCon send-in. There's going to be a few of those like send-in ones. We managed to get another Fred also signed. This one been by Frank Welker as well. Like I said, the kind of signed ones certainly take up a great part of the collection. We're trying to complete a full set. We also have Daphne, signed by the Incredible Grey. But then there's also some other ones that we're really keen to showcase, that kind of rare ones that are just really cool in their own right. So here we have Captain Cutler, the glow-in-the-dark pop culture exclusive. Also signed by Frank Welker, we have Scooby-Doo. I'm just doing these ones first. These ones are all protected in the UV pop boxes. Definitely kind of what we were recommended for any kind of signed pops and things like that. This I believe was the first signed pop we ever got. It's the Shaggy Matthew Lillard one. And the last one in the set that we do need to get signed is Velma. We do have all the original Funko Pops. This is the only one we're waiting on, like trying to find an opportunity to get a signature for. Moving on, it's just going to illustrate exactly how many variants we see of things. So this is another variant of a Shaggy Funko. We also have the Freddy Funko, the flocked one where they are Shaggy. Scrappy Doo, which was a really cool one to find. The Spooky Space Kook. I think this was a gift I got for JayBee. The Ghost Clown. Scooby-Doo eating a sandwich. Just trying to show these that are reflection. There we go. Also fortunate enough to find another kind of feud to go alongside the collection, which was really cool. So obviously after the crossover, this flocked Courage the Cowardly Dog was kind of like the perfect addition. Scooby-Doo, another one we were really pleased to find. Again, with it being that purple outline, it's kind of like the original series one, but this is a specialty series. Okay, so the next part of the collection is certainly some newer additions, still on the Funko side of things. This is for the Warner Brothers 100th anniversary. It's the Mystery Machine with Fred as Bugs Bunny. We also have Daffy Duck as Shaggy Rogers. Tweety Bird as Velma Dinkley. Standard Bugs Bunny here as Fred Jones. Taz as Scooby-Doo. This one is particularly special. So this is Bugs Bunny as Fred and it's the flocked one. And then finally, last but not least, Lola Bunny as Daphne Blake. So continuing on with the Funko theme, and this is the second shelf now, we have this one. It's the newest one to our collection, I want to say, with Scooby-Doo in the scuba outfit. And we have the special edition of Scooby-Doo here with the Scooby Snacks. This one's so cute. I think we might have even had it out of the box for a little while, so we could display it nicely. This one, Daphne out of box, is for a very special reason. Sarah Michelle Gellar is doing a send-in, so we have sent in the Funko box to have signed. So hopefully if we get another collection video in like this one, well, even then we'll still certainly be showcasing that as soon as it gets sent back from the send-in. Next up, we have the glow-in-the-dark Phantom Shadow, the Gemini Collection. Oh, I remember ordering this. It's the Roro Box Lunch Scooby-Doo Funko. Again, so many variants of Scooby. We're really hoping to see some more of the gang. This is another Fred one. It's got a slight bit of damage to it. We try and get the best conditioned ones we can for send-ins and things like that. But hopefully, who knows, we might be able to get another signature for that one. This one was actually a Christmas gift from my brother, a special edition Shaggy Scoob Funko. And the final one in the box is the Christmas one. I love this one so much. We always kind of rearrange our display for seasons, and this one certainly comes to the forefront. Now we also have this group pack of the Hex Girls. This one has always been on display ever since we found out about a haunted high-rise. The Hex Girls were then given a very special part of our collection, and we always have this one out on display. We do have a couple of other Funko things lying around. We got this kind of given free with another Funko we were purchasing. It's a cute little Scooby out of box. We also have, you know, the werewolf soda, both common and chase. We managed to find exactly the same, a common and a chase for the spooky space coot. And then in terms of recent Funko products, these were announced. So we have the common of Velma, and we've also got the common of Shaggy. We do want to try and find the chases because the chases look so cool. But for now, we have the Blockbuster Rewinds, both common ones, and hopefully we'll expand on that soon. Up here we have a couple of other Funko products. So these are the Loungefly coolers with the 6 commons in there. We do have a second one where we are keeping the kind of rare chases that we've managed to find. Now we just need the Snow Ghost. And there's this really cool Funko product in the middle as well. But on the topic of Loungefly, we've certainly indulged in a couple of purchases since the last video. So we did embark on the Loungefly journey. This one is one that JayBee got for me. This is by far my favourite of the Loungefly collection so far. We also have the matching wallet or matching purse for this one. These are absolutely amazing. For me, they were by far my favourite of the Loungeflies, but there was a recent release that kind of took over in JayBee's eyes as the best, which is the 100th anniversary one. So this one's his. This is almost as far as we got with the Loungefly collection, but there is one other item as well. So we were able to get this one. It's the glow-in-the-dark wallet with the Phantom Shadow and the gang on it. It is really nice. I think it's the only one where we did prefer it in wallet form, but still this is another incredible piece. And then kind of taking inspiration from that, we did pick up a couple of Scooby bags as well. So this one I believe is from Asda, the one that they did for Scoob, and then there's another really cool one that JayBee got for me, which was a partnership with Etihad Airways. And I believe there's a couple of other items that you could get as part of that collaboration that I would be really interested in looking into, but certainly this is an item that was really cool. So a slight change of pace here now to take a look at our plushies collection. Now the Scooby plushies are quite extensive. There's a couple of really large ones that we have. So you can see here, this is a particularly large plushie that we got from, I want to say it was Home Bargains that had these. I think they still do. We got this somewhat recently. And then there was this huge one that we managed to find at a yard sale as well, that we couldn't say no to. But now taking a look at the smaller ones that did make it into the stand that would actually fit, we have this gorgeous graduation Scooby that JayBee got me when we finished our law degree. There's this really nice Father's Day one that we got as kind of like, my dad had helped us with the channel room a lot, kind of putting shelves up and that sort of thing. So this was a bit of a gift from JayBee, kind of to signify that. We've got the cute little boxing Scooby. This lovely little Christmas one. A Halloween one, which was actually a gift from my niece. We'll showcase these in a bit more detail, kind of closer to those seasons. Here we've got the little Sherlock Scooby, which we actually reviewed the Guess Who Sherlock episode recently, so that's out on the channel. You can go and take a look at that. We've got this cute little crypto one as well to kind of celebrate the crypto movie that's going to be coming out soon. There's this really sweet boxing Scooby here as well. Little Shaggy in the nightgown. And this is one of the first plushie that we ever had of Scooby that we picked up. It was just the softest, cutest plushie. It was before we even started the channel that we couldn't say no to. And kind of hiding in the front here is this cute little round one also that we actually nearly missed. It was in a little basket in kind of like a thrift store and a charity shop in the UK. So I very nearly missed that, but again, it's just a really kind of sweet addition. Most of these though, we do find at yard sales. This been a prime example of one. There's such kind of small differences between all the plushies. This one has its tag kind of sewn on. It's more of kind of a cottony material than cardboard. The itty bitties are really sweet. We've got the Shaggy one there, as well as the Scooby. This is so soft. I can't begin to tell you how soft this is. It's actually from the Warner Brothers studio tour. We managed to find that at a car beat sale, along with this one. These are all quite similar. I think they used to be kind of like talking Scoobies and things like that. This one is something that my mum found, and it actually has a really sweet little book inside. So let me unhook that and kind of showcase it in more detail. So like I said, when you unzip Scooby, there's a cute little book in here with a bit of information. Kind of answers a few questions about Scooby. What would Scooby do for a Scooby snack? A Scooberific trivia question. Just a really sweet little book, and again, a really nice find. Just while we are in this corner, there's a couple of things I just wanted to slot in here to make sure we don't miss out on. We've got the Scooby-Doo V-Reader here of Scooby-Doo and a Mummy 2. as well as the V-reader that goes on. There's a couple of the little Scooby-Doo balls here that's kind of from the pet section in B&M. We've got a really good range of those in different colours, as well as in this corner we have these that the Entertainer did close to Christmas last year. So this is the Detective Cole kit. They did a couple of other things like the domino chases here. They also did a little detective game. Got Cluedo hiding in there as well. On that kind of thing the Entertainer did, we've got this Scooby that we still need to paint. We kind of wanted to display it in the box, but we also thought it'd be cool to paint it too. So that's kind of never been done. But yeah, that was a really cool part of the collection. It was good to see so many kind of new things out in stores near Christmas last year. While we're at the soft part of the collection, it seemed a really good time to insert this Scooby natural cushion as well. We picked this up at our first ever Comic-Con, and there was a wonderful person there making some incredible things, including this cushion, which we really had to pick up. And then taking a look at our second plushie corner, we have this huge Scooby again. Next to him, we've got this little cute Scooby with the maracas. These couple down here, I think, are repeats. Again, they've got kind of battery boxes in them. We picked them up at yard sales, but never actually managed to work out what it is that they do. This blue one was really nice because we said we've got a lot of kind of just standard Scoobies with very few kind of alterations. It was just nice to get one that was a different colour. And also this Scooby Snacks cushion. I know we've mentioned that in previous videos quite a bit. It was something that JayBee had when he was younger. It kind of got misplaced and I was able to get another one for him. And these ones are all displayed on this Scooby-Doo suitcase. It's kind of like a carry-on size. It's really nice. I did get it because we're going on holiday soon and thought it'd be a really fun thing for JayBee. Continuing on with the plushies element, this one is the talking room guard still in its box. We've got another boxing one. And Pogo Scooby, who used to be a big feature in like unboxing videos when we were looking for chases and things like that. Maybe they need to make a reappearance on the channel. Just on this little shelf with them, there's a Scooby Natural coaster, this pin, a keyring, another coaster, and we've shown the mystery machine already, but this cute little fire truck as well. We have the talking sheriff Scooby, and also hiding away in the corner here is the hot water bottle Scooby cover. There's some really cute figures here that we display along the front of our collection. First mystery machine of many. This is something I made to celebrate the first 100 interviews that we have done. I absolutely love that. We probably need to showcase it in a bit more detail. But here's another mystery machine. Some more really cool figures that we display along here. And the eggs as well. So in here there's a couple of the figures that we managed to collect, as well as the pencil toppers. So as we said, this is a collection of many mystery machines. We've got this one here with Shaggy in it. This one that I think is kind of more like a die-cast one, it's kind of a metal one. We've got this one here that's a flashlight. And this one here that I think we've shown in a bit more detail on the yard sale that we actually got it. But it kind of has a room and stuff inside that's really cool. We have this one here that's part of the Goo Crew. This one looks like it is as well, based on the kind of goo patterning on the side. And then further to that, there's this really cool Playmobil mystery machine as well. We then have these two mystery machines, which are a lot larger. These are like the mystery machines of our childhood. This one in particular is the style that I grew up with. And this one been a kind of more recent Scoob adaptation. We still have more mystery machines to go. This one been the Handmade by Robots vinyl one that glows in the dark. And alongside that, at the same place, we did find the Velma one also, which is really cool. We also have some of these kooky vehicles in the box, and I thought that these were perfect to integrate into kind of like the mystery machine section. There's another one of the fire trucks that we showcased out of box, and the mystery machine. Again, we have one out of box, but this just makes the collection seem much more complete. Again, just while we're in this corner, I want to showcase this Scooby Snacks box. We did recently try these on the channel and did kind of a review on our thoughts of them, but I just thought I'd quickly slip this into the video. We kept the box, still in really good condition, and it just kind of sits alongside those mystery machines. These three mystery machines, there's another little kind of metallic one here, as well as two cute little plastic ones that are all a little bit different. Stickers of the gang on the side of this one, and this one actually has kind of like a Shaggy and Scooby set inside it, which is really cool. We display these on our DVD shelf, which we did show in kind of its full glory on a separate video, which we can link below. But this is our complete DVD collection. On top of our DVD collection, We keep the McDonald's box from the Warner Brothers 100th anniversary. We've got this crypto toy, special DVD. Could have really incorporated this into the Funko collection, but this is kind of our celebration of Scooby Natural. And I should have integrated this sooner possibly as well. It's a Funko product, it's a plushie. I wasn't too sure where it fits in, but it's ultimately a really good storage for some of the minifigures that we have, which we'll showcase in a bit more detail. Okay, so like we said, we're going to try and showcase the minifigures in as much detail as we can. I think the thing you'll probably note from this is when you collect minifigures, you end up with quite a lot of repeats, as you can see with Shaggy here. But even then, they did make a couple of variations on this. So you've got the green shirt, the clear shirt, and also this one that I think is from the Goo Crew, where you can see that kind of goo splodge on their head. So this is just kind of one iteration of the gang. We also have this cute little Scooby here as well. Okay, so as you can tell, there's so many different variations of Scooby, and I think that's kind of a common theme throughout this collection. You can see Sherlock Scooby there, as well as kind of like Snowboard Scooby, and even here we've got a cute little Scuba Scooby. There are just so many of these minifigures. Obviously after Scooby, I think the next one with the most variants is going to be Shaggy. As you can see, there's quite a few here. The Pirates ones are some of my favourites, and we've managed to get 3 of those also. We also have these 2 little wind-up ones at the back. And these 3 almost look like they could be from a game, but again, this was just going to kind of like car boot sales, things like that, and picking up whatever little bits we found. It was also really fun to see how they make these villains in different sizes. There's been so many Scooby villains over the years that it must have been hard to select kind of which ones got this much attention, but to see that multiple were made of like individual villains is really fun to see. Okay, and here we have even more of the villains. These were really fun to collect. They're kind of difficult to find, but kind of what made going to the car boot sales and thrift sales and everything so fun was just to continuously look for things. And again, to see things in different sizes like this is just so much fun to find, because you get quite a lot of repeats in this, but to actually find them with these slight kind of alterations and things like that, it's just really fun to see. So here we have even more villains. Like I said, I do think they are rare to find. Out of all the villains we've showcased here, please do comment below which one your favourite is. It could just be me, but like I said, these were certainly some of my favourite things to hunt for and find. When it comes to figures of the gang, I think it was actually more difficult to go to a sale and not find something than it was to find something than it was to not find. When it comes to members of the gang, I think it was easier for us to go to sales and find one than not. Certainly ones like that Shaggy, this Scooby, you end up seeing so many of. I believe we tried to get different variations, like here, Scooby's got his mouth open. We also have one of Daphne here. A different variation of Shaggy. So on this one, the neck of his top slightly different, but it is like minor differences that you can sometimes see. We've got a Velma here and a Scooby. Kind of wondering where our Fred one went. We certainly have one. I'm just not too sure where it is. Here we do have one Fred. These are from a different set. So if you're familiar with the Scooby-Doo the movie set, where they're kind of more like just bendy plastic, you can see here from how Scooby's leg moving, how soft they are. So these are from that set. And again, we do have the complete collection here. So here's Velma. We've got another Shaggy here. And of course, Daphne. There's a couple of other little bits like this that we do find when we're going through little boxes, like this car, like this one with Daphne on it. I'd say that's where the majority of the new things we've found this year have come from. It's just through going to like little garage sales, things like that. This is a treasure chest that came with the pirate variations. Don't know if it's actually part of kind of the official merchandise or not. So we then have a substantial amount of the Scoob things as well. So we've got Dick Dastardly, and of course that was going to come with Muttley, which is really sweet. These things are so cute, but the name of them keeps escaping me and I can't think why. And if JayBee was in the room, he would be shouting out exactly what these are. The start of the McDonald's collection here as well. There's one of those there, as well as the gang. So we've got Scooby, Shaggy, Scooby. Got some of the other characters as well, and for the life of me the names are escaping me, and this is where JayBee would play a part. So we've got Fred there as well. Can't have Fred without Daphne. Another variation of Muttley, and of course last but not least, Velma. And then if you can believe it, there's more. There's a full set of the gang here. The McDonald's 100th anniversary figures here. This one, Captain Caveman. And these further along here are actually 3D printed. And again, we picked these up from a yard sale. We also have this really cool Blue Falcon and Scoob here, still in its box. So I've been going through these in categories, and now we're going to do a few more miscellaneous items and stuff from the shelves before moving on to the next big category. So this is the Kingsmill lunchbox that they did with Scooby-Doo. This has to be one of our favourite items, and it is Scooby and Scrappy in a plane with presents. Christmas is 100% our favourite time of the year, so cute little decorations like this certainly take a big part up of the collection. This is the 100th anniversary collaboration mug. I believe Nutella Daphne glass that I got for JayBee. Be really cool. This is something that's possible to collect all of. I'm always scared of collecting like breakable items, just because you need to have somewhere safe to keep them. And a Hot Wheels Mystery Machine that I left out of the Mystery Machine section earlier, still in its box. We have this little book, and I think this used to be with either McDonald's or Burger King. But when you open it up, if I can do that with one hand, which we're going to try to do, the zombie sits up, which is really cool. We have this little Hallmark Mystery Machine ornament for the tree. We did do a Scooby tree last year, and we'll probably do the same again this year and showcase that on there. This really sweet little snow globe was a gift from my brother when he went to Australia this year. And they went to the Warner Brothers Studios there, saw this in the gift shop, and they were kind enough to bring it back for us. There's also this flying Scooby Playmobil set still in its box. Okay, so for storage reasons, we do keep some things in these boxes. We've got this really nice Series 2 Playmobil box, as well as the Scoob Plushies box. So looking at this one first, we've got another one of the dog toys from B&M. This really cool glass from, I think, Chill Out Scooby-Doo. There's the villain. It's just really nice to have them in kind of different outfits. That's fun to see. And as well, if we tip this upside down, they're not going to come out, are they? Okay, let me get these myself. So here we have some of the McDonald's balloons from the 100th anniversary. So this one is Velma. We've got this Daphne fish tank toy, which I got for JayBee. There's another couple of these Shaggy and the Mystery Machine toys, which we've showcased both in and out of box. So we actually do have 4 of those. I don't quite know how that happened. We've got the Scooby-Doo masks. We have this 2002 Sarah Michelle Gellar inspired notebook that we actually used for the Smash or Pass reviews. This Scoob book, it is still sealed. We've never taken it out and looked at it, but again, we just thought this was a really fun thing to have in the collection. We've got another one of these balls, as well as 2 more Mystery Machine-esque things. So we have this Mystery Machine and also a Trap Time one with Scooby sat in the driving seat. Okay, and now moving on to box number 2, and some of these we might need to skim over a bit more because there's a lot in this one. So these are some of the eggs that JayBee painted for Easter this year. We did show my Hex Girls ones a little bit earlier on. They were when we were looking at the minifigures. That's a Scooby, Fred, Velma, and Shaggy. I'll show mine again once I put these boxes back. In here we've got all the Playmobil minifigures that we did actually unbox on the channel. You can see a few more of them there. I won't go into detail with all of these just because purely there's so many. We have the gang here at the front. This is my favourite variant, the Ghost Patrol. They are the first Scooby-Doo toys I had growing up, so always hold a special place. Here are the Scoob plushies that actually came in this box. Towards the back here we have a Scooby-Doo Happy Meal toy, still sealed. And here we have the Mysteries and Monsters Collection Edition trading cards. They are still all in that box. So that's how we store the Playmobil. And then, as promised, you've seen the eggs JayBee made. These are my Hex Girl ones. So I love this bracelet that we got at the Wales Comic Con. It's even got a little Scrappy on there, which is also where we picked up this little stocking. We also hang on here these 20th anniversary screening tags. I am just showing a few more details of around the room before I jump into the big Scooby-Doo the movie from 2002 collection. This is one of the houses that was part of a Scooby-Doo toy set. There is another like mystery machine thing hiding under here. This onesie hanging down here. I don't know how that ended up displayed there. Here we have a few more things to showcase. So the Haunted Halloween book. Can't believe this was to do with McDonald's. Like, this is such a good book, and anything from the What's New era I absolutely adore. Here we have a Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase promotion that was in one of the Beano comics. We have an Ultimate sticker book. Here we have, and this is absolutely outstanding and honestly one of the nicest gifts we've ever had. This is from our friend over at Scooby-Doo for Life, and she does some incredible artwork. Really pleased to have this. Honestly, please go and check out that page. She's absolutely fantastic. And then next up we have the Mysteries and Monsters, I think that's how it was called, official folder for those cards. So yeah, Mysteries and Monsters, I was right. I will skim over these. If you want to have a look at any more detail, just comment below and say that you want a video showcasing the entire folder. We're more than happy to do that. But as you can see, this is the complete set, I believe. Oh, I think we're missing a couple of cards there. Yeah, we're missing Daphne, no way. But we've got the checklist of those here. Next up, we have some more of the incredible artwork that Scooby-Doo for Life does. I think there was one too many DVs in there. But yeah, that's absolutely stunning. We want to get those in a frame. These are from, we'll take a brief look at them. Again, that Warner Brothers 100th anniversary with McDonald's was one of the things that they were handing out. Next up, my auntie had this from when she had kids and left it, and she found it when we were collecting and handed it over to us, which was so kind of her. Absolutely love this. I can't believe that she still had this after all that time. But absolutely fantastic book. We have The Holiday Hoax, Scooby-Doo and the Weird Water Park. This is kind of fun. They're in our collection. The Wales Comic Con Telford Takeover event guides from When We Met Grey. This is a water book to kind of, once you add water, it kind of colours in the pictures. This is the water pen for it. We have the 2 Daphne and Velma books that there was a paper copy of. We still would love one of that 3rd book to have the complete collection. We have Shiny Spooky Nights, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, What is the Story of Scooby-Doo? This is a card that a good friend of ours sent us, and Scooby-Doo and the Mummy Mystery. Okay, so while on the topic of books, The Mystery of the Haunted Library is fantastic. This was quite a recent release. We really did enjoy reading that. Bleak Like House. Again, something that we found, we're just, really fortunate to see on top of a pile at a car boot sale and could not pick that up. And then we have this 2006 annual as well. So still on the book side of things, we have Scooby-Doo Team Up Volume 1, Scooby Apocalypse, the Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. These comics comics that are in here were actually so good. We did include a haul when we got these. Fantastic. Like, it was really good to just find somewhere where Scooby stuff is actually in stock and not just the standard mystery machine with the gang. Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo mystery comics. Scooby Saves the Day. Scooby-Doo Escape from the Haunted Mansion. And then this is like the Christmas shelf that we've got now. So Scooby-Doo Sleigh Bells Ornament. The Aeroplane Delivery. Here we have the box for the plane that was showcased earlier. The Scooby-Doo Hallmark Rut-Row Ornament. This is actually one of the newest of the Christmas items that we've got. So I actually don't think we had a chance to display this on a tree. So perhaps this year will be the first time for that. The Scooby-Doo Salt and Pepper set. We have showcased this in more detail and no doubt will do again this December. And then finally the last for the Christmas shelf is this Scooby-Doo Angel Tree Topper. Okay, so a couple more items to showcase here. Ultimately, we are building up to that Scooby-Doo the Movie 2002 collection. That's the pride of, you know, what JayBee likes to collect and where a lot of our focus goes. So just to see how that's grown over the last year. But for now we have those socks, this Scoob puzzle, which was really good to find. This was after a day of Scooby hunting and we'd been to a few places, not seen anything. And this beauty was just on one of the shelves. And then we have this as well. I don't know if a lot of you might identify this as a Scooby item, but this is Brian Levant's book, My Life in Toys. There's a great few pages in there showcasing his Scooby items. Here we have a pile of games and jigsaws, starting with the Maze of Mayhem and Escape the Vortex. Then we have this Mystery Incorporated puzzle, Mummy 2, Redbeard, The Case of the Green Ghost, Mummy's Tomb again, but this time it has different colours as the background, so I guess we just classed it as a different variation. The Wolfman. Here we have Frankenstein. And finally, for this pile, here we go, The Haunted Woods. Next we have Scooby-Doo The World of Mystery collection. We got all these together, including this really sweet decorated folder from a seller on eBay, I think. So we're going to go into detail. I think this is probably the most in-depth video we've done in terms of our collection. Probably the most in-depth one we'll ever do, to be fair. Great to see the Loch Ness. Of course, that was my favourite movie. Notre Dame, Aztec City, Australia, Italy, Namibia, Peru, for some reason these aren't in order, Spain, USA, Scotland, Edinburgh Castle, ooh, that's cool, Nepal, Greece, oh and then they're starting to fall over there, okay, Romania, Australia, oh, I don't want them to damage. Just trying to get them over gently. Okay. Portugal. Thailand. Brazil. Northern Ireland, the Giant's Causeway. Kenya. Switzerland. Again, back to America. Turkey. New Zealand. Gibraltar. Madagascar. Myanmar? I've never heard of that. Chile. Easter Island. France, the Eiffel Tower. South Africa diamond mines. Jordan. Australia, the Great Barrier Reef. Germany, Papua New Guinea, Russia, Iran, Ecuador, England, Japan, Brazil, Tanzania. This is one of our old Smash or Pass notebooks. It's really soft, almost feels like a plushie. Unfortunately, the tag fell off over time because we were using these quite a lot, but it's really cute and I did want to add it into the video. So next up we have the Ghost Patrol Mystery Machine, as well as the matching figure set signed by Gray. It's our goal to get all the signatures on here. It'd be really cool to have a like full set of that. And here we have the empty box for the Mysteries and Monsters collection cards. We are now on the build up to the last bit, being the 2002 movie collection. And this is a signed script from Craig Titley. This actually is the first piece here of 2002 movie kind of memorabilia or merch. We've got the Daphne cut out here. And of course, as always, the pride of the collection, the Sarah Michelle Gellar poster. Before fully like diving into the 2002 stuff though, I did want to show the walls. Here we've got some unique artwork that we got at kind of like a Comic-Con convention. A promotional piece for the Loch Ness Monster movie. Some unique artwork here from the movie. This again was some unique art from a convention. The signed picture with Lillard. And the signed picture with Gray, as well as some movie posters, Some of the fantastic artwork that Scooby-Doo for Life does. Some magazines there as well. More promotional pieces kind of coming down this wall. And then finally we are onto the 2002 part of the collection. We're going to take this shelf by shelf, item by item. Starting off with this, which as you can see we've done our best to keep protected, and that's the Tiki Tourist Scooby-Doo figure in the box. We have the booster box here from when we collected the story cards. This really sweet mug. A hero will rise on 4 legs. As well as we keep this little plushie in it with the Scooby with the Spooky Island t-shirt. We have this Sarah Michelle Gellar Daphne card that's kind of preserved in this little container. Scooby-Doo the movie storybook. The grandma plushie, still with its tags. This cup's actually one of the newest items in the collection. The little holographic cup there, as you can see. Scooby-Doo. And you've got Velma and Shaggy on this side. Continuing on, we've got the movie board game. The Scooby-Doo Facts File. This I've been so careful with. We need to find a way to kind of preserve this a little bit better. It's so old now and you can see the glue coming away at the top, but these are the groovy head stackers. This is the Corgi diecast mystery machine. Again, we've got Shaggy and Scooby there as well. There's a really fun story about when this arrived. It had broken in transit and I managed to restore this character, kind of bring their legs back together and everything. And now it's still in really good condition. We also have this little pile here. So we've got a Sarah Michelle Gellar Daphne magnet, the Land of a Million Drums Outcast CD. We've got the Monsters Unleashed one too there as well. We do keep some of the kind of live action stuff together. This was the purple cover and the cover that we're more used to. Okay, so here we have the Tiki Tourist Shaggy. Some of the film cells. Very Christmas. So anything promotional like this we've been trying to collect as well. Exclusive interview, Buffy and Scooby-Doo 2. We also have this really cute Scooby straw. It kind of looks like how they were hanging on to one of the trees in the movie. So we assume that it's from there, although there isn't any kind of official markings or anything to confirm that. Like I said, we do keep some of the kind of Monsters Unleashed things with the collection as well. So here are the cars from that. Our clip case DVD signed by Kent Bader. Here we have the Mystery Machine, the gang on the front, and the Minor 49er on the top. Next up we have the Spooky Demon with the Damon Writers. The Barbie as Daphne, with Scooby in there too. Jester with the Spinning Wall of Meat. The Scooby-Doo and Shaggy bobbleheads. There's this really cool keyring that I think's new from last year, and I think the most recent item in our collection is this Scooby-Doo mug. Spooky Island. Okay, so next we have the Spooky Lunar Ghost, still in its box. The Winner's Circle car. The Game Boy Advance game, still in its box, and we found good protectors for that as well. The PSP. The Blu-ray. The VHS. The clip case. And then we have a couple of really cute little toys from the movie too. These ones aren't in the box. I think they were called the Reef Rollers. And that is something we're still looking to find. We have the Outcast Land of a Million Drums record. In here there is a little promotional section for the movie, and I'm skimming over it. Here we go. So then there's this promotional item as well that we keep on that shelf. The complete movie scrapbook. We've got the games for both 1 and 2. And I believe this is new as well. This really cool, I believe from the cinema cut. And then this is the final shelf for the 2002 collection. We have the Mystery Machine, the Mystery Solving Scoob, the DVD box set, the Blockbuster character pack, and also the Video and Watch box set. We then have this trading card folder from the movie. Again, we're going to quickly kind of skim through this, draw attention to anything of, you know, particular interest. These are the story card the story cards, the character cards, locations, behind the scenes. Then the kind of second part of this is the stickers. We are still missing a few, so if anybody has any spares of those, we do as well. It'd be great to set a trade up for them. And then there is some special holographic cards at the end also. Some more special cards. And then some of the empty packs. We then have the folder from Monsters Unleashed. The character cards come first, then the villains. Got the story cards here. Now this set isn't particularly interesting because this is the one where you get the autographs. Some more special cards here. And then you get the pieceworks as well. Oh, this one's like iconic, I love that. I think we are still missing a couple. But that's it for the folder and the collection. So we hope you've enjoyed this collection video. As you can probably tell, the collection has grown a bit in the last year and it hopefully will again in the year to come. Please do comment below what your favourite item is, what you think we should collect next. Hopefully it's answered a few questions of like what our favourite things are and that sort of thing, and perhaps it's left you with a few questions as how we fit all this into one room. Like I said, it's been great doing this video. Please do comment below if you'd like to see more videos such as room tours and that kind of thing. And for more content like this, please like, comment and subscribe. JayBee and Milly.